Hi, my name is Eric, and today I will show you how to identify problems with integrations, data flows and APIs using Utilihive Heartbeat. With Utilihive Heartbeat, you have end-to-end monitoring and management of all data flows. If a software system is not performing as expected, the problem can be identified instantly, and time spent on fixing errors can be reduced significantly. Utilihive Heartbeat can be used by IT operational personnel, such as system administrators, SRE or DevOps engineers, to configure and customize data flows and APIs, and to monitor and analyze the runtime behavior and metrics. So, how does it look like? After signing in, you will be directed to the Heartbeat dashboard that will give you an overview of all messages. There you can see the number of data flows being processed right now, number of completed flows, which data flows that have failed, and the total number of all data flows processed in the selected time frame. If there are any data flows that need your attention, they will be displayed in the section below, where you can navigate to the flow specification on the left or the flow traces on the right. In flow specification, you can manage and configure the behavior and processing steps of any given data flow. You can manage and specify flow characteristics such as exchange patterns, timeouts, error handling, redelivery strategy and number of attempted retries, payload logging or dead letter strategy. You can also manage and specify the processing steps or processors and switch between different graphical representation. You can select a tree structure or a code view to display and configure the flow DSL. Using the documentation tab, you can test data flows and APIs. All external data flows that are interfacing with connecting systems like HES, NDN, ZIS and etc. are exposed for Utilihive API management. You can access the API documentation in Swagger form. In reporting, you get a full overview of the health of the flow. All errors will be categorized and grouped together, so it's easy to analyze. In metrics, you can see the average response and processing time. You can also play around with the different graphical settings to find out what works best for you. You can use the Flow Traces tab to display and analyze the flow traces. On the upper right corner, you can select what columns or log types you want to use to analyze your data. In the search bar, you can narrow down your traces using filters and search. For example, you can select only failed traces. Once you're happy with your query, you can drill down further into a trace and look at the processing steps and payload. You can use this information to analyze the entire lifespan of the data. You can check why it fails, how many times redelivery has happened. You can also change the graphical interface to illustrate the processing steps. Thank you for watching.